Kesha Priya Mahajana Vamana Narayana Gaura Vanita De Pranadana E Sabahari Jana Gaurangera Nija Janam Tadeja Uchiste Morakama Guru Parampara Guru Parampara Parampara Guru Parampara Guru Parampara. Page 36, Vaishnav Vandan. Vrindavanavasi Jato Vaishnavera Gana Pratame Vandana Kori Sabara Charana Nilachalavasi Jato Mahaprabhu Gana Omite Puriya Vando Sabaraja Navadvipavasi Jato Mahaprabhu Bhakta Savaracharana Vando Hoyanurata Mahaprabhu Bhakta Jato Gaura Deshe Sthiti Savaracharana Vando Panati Jai Deshe Jai Deshe Vaishe Gorangera Gana Orvava Kori Vando Sabarachana Hoyachena Jato dasa sabara charana vando tante korigasa amanda tarikte shakti dare jane jane eveda purane guna kai je basune Mahaprabhu Gana Sabapati Tapavana Tailo Bimoi Papi Loinu Sharana Vandana Karite Mohi Kato Shakti Dori Tamo Buddhi Dose Mohi Tamba Machakori Tatapti Mokera Bhagya Manera Ulasa To Sakshami Moadame Karoni Jadasa Sarva Vancha Siddhi Hoy Yama Banda Chute Jagate Dorlava Hoya Prema Dana Lute Manera Vasana Puna Achirate Hoya Devaki Nandana Dasa Elovika Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnav Thakur. Page 200. First we start with Panchatattva mantra. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivedaya Gauri Swapasada Sriyadama Sahavatari Atyanta Dulabha Prema Kariba Edana Sikaya Sharanagati Pakatera Prana Dainya Atmani Vedana Gopchit Bevarana Avasya Rakshibe Krishna Vishwasapana Bhakti Anukula Macha Kaira Svikara Bhakti Pratikula Bhajanangikara Saranga Saranagati Oi Vejahara Tahara Partana Sune Shinanda Kuhara Rupasanatana Pare Dante Chinakori Bhakati Vinoda Pare Tupada Kadiya Kadiya Bole Amito Adhama Shikaye Saranagati Karohe Uta Jaya Swapasada Jaya Godahari Swapasada Jaya Godahari Jaya Swapasada Jaya Swapasada Jaya Gaura Jaya Bhakti Vinod Thakur Bhakti Vinod Bhakti Vinod Thakur Bhakti Vinod Thakur Bhakti Vinod Bhakti Vinod Bhakti Vinod Thakur Bhakti Vinod. Anyone want to sing for Gauranga? Or Gauranga Bolite? It's always really nice. Yeah? Sure. 86? Guess we can do call and response. We have time. Gauranga bolite habe Pulaka sharira Gauranga bolite habe Pulaka sharira Hari Hari bolite na Yane bhave nira Arkabe Nitai Chande Karuna Ibe Arkabe Nitai Chande Karuna Samsara vasana mora kabe tu chabe Samsara vasana mora kabe tu chabe Vishaya chariya kabe Shuddha have mana Vishaya chariya kave Shuddha have mana Kave hama heravo Shri Vrindavana Kave hama Raghunatha pade hoy be akuti Rupa Raghunatha pade hoy be akuti Kabe hama bujhabo se jugala piri Rupa Raghunatha pare Rahu Morasha Rupa Raghunatha pare Rahu Morasha Prarthana karo ye sada Narotamada Partama Karaye Sara Naratama Asa Goranga Bolite Have Pulaka Sharira Hari Hari Bolite Nayane Babenira Goranga Bolite Have Pulaka Sharira Hari Hari Bolite Nayane Babenira Jaya Sachinandan Jaya Goda Hari Sachinandan Jaya Goda Hari Jaya Sachinandan Jaya Goda Hari Sachinandan Jaya Goda Hari Jaya Nitai Jaya Gaur Jaya Nitai Jaya Gaur Jaya Nitai Jaya Gaur Jaya Nitai Jaya Gaur Nitai Gaura Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitai Gaura Hari Bo Nitai Gaura Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitai Gaura Hari Bo Krishna. Okay.
What page?
186. Today's the disappearance day of the Bhaktisiddhanta
Saraswati Thakur.
Could you adjust the camera so it faces the sun?
Who's so when Srila Prabhupada, big Prabhupada was leaving this world, the Vaishnav who would usually sing to him very melodiously and beautifully, they called him to sing, and then Srila Prabhupada said, no, I don't want him. Call Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. And then Srila Sridhar Maharaj sang this to Adoya Sagara, which is based on the second verse, right? Of Shikshastakam, and also Shrupa Manjari Pada. And then Srila Bharti Maharaj explained so nicely, it's not that he was saying that the person who usually sings for him isn't singing with Bhav, because he's a pure devotee, but to teach the lesson of that singing doesn't depend on Bhav. Singing doesn't depend on melody, and then he called on someone else. So. Tudaya Sagara Taraite Prani Namane Katua Shikaoliani Sakala Shakati De Name Tohara Grahane Rakilo Nahi Kala Vichara Srinama Chintamani Tohari Samana Vishwe Bilaoli Karuna Nidana Tu Adoya Aichana Parama Uttara Atishaya Mandanata Bhagahamara Nahi jana malo name Anuraga mora Bhakati vinoda chita Duke vibora Tuya Doya Sagara Taraite Prani Namaneka Tua Shikaoliami Jaya Hari Nama Jaya Hari Nama Hari Nama Jaya Hari Nama Hari Nama Jaya Hari Nama Thakur Bhakti Vinod Thakur Bhakti Vinod Bhakti Vinod Thakur Bhakti Vinod Thakur Bhakti Vinod You're an ocean of mercy to deliver the living beings. You have brought and taught your innumerable holy names. You have invested your full potency in your holy names and have made no restrictions regarding time or place. The touchstone of Sri Nam is equal to you. You have distributed this treasure house of mercy throughout the entire creation. Such is your supremely magnanimous compassion, O Lord. But my luck is extremely poor. My anurag, intense affection for Sri Nam, has never awakened. Thus the heart of Bhakti Vinod is overcome with sorrow. Jai. Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai.
Oh yeah, we have a test tonight. I forgot. No, there's just a second program tonight. No test.
This is a good idea.
Well, your Gurudev did that. I keep listening to all his classes, and then he asks each of his disciples, say something. Oh, you didn't have it. Go back.
123. And usually girls sit over here too. We sit as a unit. Girls over here. Yeah. Radha Krishna Pranamo Yugala Kishore Radha Krishna Pranamo Yugala Kishore Jivane marane gati aranahi mora Kalindira kore keri kadambira vana Ratana verira upa posabodu jana Radha Krishna Pranamo Yugala Kishore Shamagori Angeri Bachua Chandanera Ganda Chamara Dulava Kave Heriva Mukha Chandra Gati Amalati Mala Divodahagale Adare Tulia Divo Karpula Tambule Radha
Krishna Pranamo Yugala Kishore Lalita Vishakari Jator Saki Vrinda Agnaya Karibo Siva Charana Ravinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasiranudasa Seva Vilasa Kare Naraytamanasa Radha Krishna Pranamo Yugala Kishore Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada.
Gaur Premanande Rio.
Is there any way you could assign someone else to give them out before the end?
I always do, but they're not here.
No, I know that's the whole temple. The whole temple is people come and go. Agyanam timirandasya Gyananjana salakaya Chaksurun. Don't eat in the kitchen. Chaksurun militam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Nama. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tvudalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namo. Yang Pravrajantam Manupetam Apet Dvaipayana Kataru Ajuhava Putreti Tanmayataya Taruvo Benedos Tang Sarva Bhuta Hridayam Muni Manatosmi Bhaktya Vinay Aparada Lakshay Chiptastya Kamari Tarangamadye Kripa Maitvam Sharanam Prapadyam Brinde Namaste Charanarvindam Tavoivasmi Najivami Tam Vina Iti Vignai Radhe Tam Nayamam Charanantike Kripayati Yadi Radha Vadita Sheshabadha Kima Paravishishta Pushti Marya Deyormi Yadi Vadati Chakinshit Smera Soditashir Dvijavaramani Punktya Mukti Shuktya Tadakim Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Smera Samurali Manohar Radhika Mam Kripanite Swapriya Charana Kinkari Kuru Prananata Vrishabhanu Nandini Srimagabjara Salola Satapada Radhika Padatale Kritastitim Tvam Bhajami Rasikendra Shekara Samvedaya Dashan Chinam Vibho Prartaye Braja Mahendra Nandana Astu Mohan Tavati Ballabha Janma Janmani Madhishwari Priya. If Sri Radha is merciful to me, then unlimited obstacles to my devotion will be removed. There will be nothing superior for me to obtain, because I will have received the excellence of the paths of both Vaidhi and Rag. And if she speaks something while smiling gently, thus revealing the beautiful rows, brilliant rows of her beautiful pearl-like teeth, then what significance will the oyster of liberation have? O Shamasundar, O you whose head is adorned with peacock feathers, whose face is graced with a laughing smile, whose murli flute enchants the minds, and who are most expert in relishing ras with Srimati Radhika. O ocean of mercy, please make me a kinkari maidservant at the feet of your beloved. You are the Lord of the life of the daughter of Vrishabhanu Maharaj, and you are like a bee, always eager to taste the nectar of her lotus-like face. O Rasikendra Shekhar, foremost of those who are Rasik, who are situated at the feet of Srimati Radhika, I worship you. O son of the king of Braj, O all-pervading one, O Mohan, who enchants the minds of all. Taking a piece of straw in my teeth, I pray that your supremely beloved Sri Radha be my dear worshipful goddess, birth after birth. Asto.
I messaged Manjari this morning about what kind of new one we should get.
First, I offer my unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful Diksha Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Asto Trisat Shishimat, Shilbhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, and the same unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful Shiksha Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Asto Trisat Shishiman, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, to our grandfather gurus Shishimad Bhakti, Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj, and Shishimad Bhakti, Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada, whose divine disappearance it is today, Tadiya Tirubhav Titi Mahamahotsav Ki Jai, and to all of his divine associates, and to all the assembled devotees, and the assembled devotees, Diksha Gurus, or my Shiksha Gurus, Shishimad Bhakti, Vedanta Madhav Maharaj, Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta, Pan Maharaj, and Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta, Siddhanti Maharaj. On such an auspicious day, none of us would be here if it wasn't for his appearance. So today I'll be speaking about his divine pranam mantra, what it means, what each word means. But before that, we're calling on a very special speaker today, none other than Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Sometimes when he was at the end of a festival, he would, in his own room, he would sit with his associates and speak about various occasions, including this one. So without further ado, are we ready? Hmm? Hmm?
Now it's on.
You don't need the mic for...
I do. It's the live stream. Thanks.
Jnana Salakaya But where he Tasmai Shri Guru Namo Vishnu Padaya Gaur Prasthaya Bhutale Shri Srimad Bhakti Prajnana Keshavaiti Nam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shri Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Nam Shri Vasubhanu Devi Daitaya Kritabdhaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayini Prave Madhurya Jvala Primat Shri Rupanuga Bhakti Dal Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahare Namaste. Today is very auspicious birthday of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami. He is Shri Vasubhanu Devi Daitaya. He is Krishna Prestha. He is Krishna Parikar. And especially in Krishna Parikar, he is Vasubhanu, that is Srimati Radhika, Palyadasi, Madhurya Jala Premadha, or Madhurya Jal, Unnat Ujjal, Parkiya Ras. He has so much in his heart. In his heart.
ও রান্না হচ্ছে তো ওকে আবার যেতে হবে
And he is getting this very precious thing to world. He is the first person who tried to give this confidential and very high class of Unnat Ujjal Parkiya Bhav to not only in Bengal, not only in India, but over all world he gave. He was so merciful. And what? Premadha?
Rupanuga Bhakti.
Rupanuga Bhakti. What is Rupanu? Special services to Radhika of Sri Rup Goswami, that is Rup Manjari. This is Radha Darshan. He spread over the whole world these things. So today we are doing Namaskar in his lotus feet. He was burned in Jagannath Puri. At that time, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was deputy magistrate of Puri, and at the same time he was
manager of Jagannath Temple.
He was the officer to look after Jagannath Temple. As his time, the worship and everything became so high class. He controlled everything. So when he took birth, his mother, Vimala, Bhagavati Devi, he called Bhaktivinoda Thakur and see, there are Jagas Tilak Chinna automatically in his body, and Upavita Chinna, the shine of
sacred thread,
and in Gala here, Tulsi Wala, three countries are seen. Bhaktivinoda Thakur told he is not a general baby, but he must be any high class of Vaishnava. He has come. They became very happy. After 6 months, Rath festival of Jagannath cart was coming and is stopped on the door of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And elephants and other things were given to pull the Rath, but it was not going even an inch here and there. Then, in the meantime, Bhakti Vinod Thakur took his son in his lap and brought it in the chariot of Jagannath Dev. At once a mala
Garland
came
dropped
out
down
of
from Jagannath.
Thakurji, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He thought that this is the prasad of Jagannath Dev, and he gave. And in the same time, he gave sweet rice to Thakurji, offered. And with that sweet rice,
the grain
his
ceremony.
Annaprashan sanskar was done. And he was kept the name Vimala Prasad, because the power of Jagannath is Vimala Devi. So his prasad, his mercy he has kept. So his name was kept Vimala Prasad. When he grew up, then Bhakti Vinod Thakur, where he lived, transfer, always here, there, but where he used to go, Bhakti Vinod Thakur used to give classes on Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Ujjwal Nilmani, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu,
Bhagavatam.
Srimad Bhagavatam. And so many persons used to attend his classes. This boy used to keep Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Bhagavat or other books which he wanted to
Give class.
give class on his head, and he used to take there, and he used to hear his classes very patiently. And what? Ekagra Chitta,
Very attentively.
very attentive.
What would it feel like to wake up on your terms, work from anywhere, and actually enjoy what you do?
All of us, right?
Hare Krishna. Jai Gurudev. That's my guru there. I was his doorman 10 years. I was his buddy.
What? Ekagra Chitta,
Very attentively.
very attentive. After that he grew more. Then Bhakti Vinod Thakur in Puri, there is a place of Bhakti Vinod Thakur near Satasan Ashram, where Swarup Damodar and Raghunath Goswami used to live. He used to give class, and so many Babaji and others used to come there to hear. But some days, if he was absent, then Prabhupada used to give classes, and gradually all
Audience
left, because his classes were very, very powerful,
and straightforward.
and he used to cut the arguments of Sahajiya and Sakhi, Bheki and others. So, the Babajis, also among them, they become upset and they stopped to come. Anyhow, after Bhakti Vinod Thakur was transferred to Bihar, Bengal, so he came with him. Now, when he came to Calcutta, then Bhakti Vinod sent him for Sanskrit learning, astrology, and there he picked up in few months, years, all astrology and everything in very high class. And now he was in such a high learned skill that he is to court the arguments of his professors and teachers. So sometimes for religious discourses, he not
Some difference of opinion is there.
difference of opinion, he left the school. But by the whole scholars, he was given the title Siddhanta Saraswati. When he came to his father said that, what should I do? He made a chemical shop, medicine, and he gave him that you should go on doing. But he could not. He had not come from this. In the meantime, Kasim Bajar in East Bengal perhaps, he told Rekha Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, give me a tutor, very good, who can teach my son. Course also, and also religious things.
This was king. King, yeah.
For his son, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur sent him. He used to give him salary as a month 600 rupees, or it was enough. So after 1 or 2 years, the wife of king became very upset, because he saw that by learning from Siddhanta Saraswati, boy is now
became renounced.
being renounced. He has no affection at all now, and perhaps it may be brahmachari and give up us. And he was only the son. So he told his husband,
the king,
that, I don't want that Siddhanta Saraswati should teach this boy. Otherwise, after some time, he will be renounced and he will give up houses and
We'll take care of our
and
wife.
began to wait. If you are not giving him retirement, then I will take poison. Then, very humbly, lightly, he told to Saraswati Thakur, Bimlananda, that I will give you full salary what I am giving. But you should now take retirement from teaching. But I will give. He refused and returned back. Then what to do with this boy? He cannot do any
job,
worldly things. And then he bought a landlordship in Mayapur. In that Chaitanya Math and Mahaprabhu birthplace, Srivasacharya Srinivas, Srivas Pandit, all were in his
included.
And then he
Gave
made a hut big and kept Radha Krishna, Mahaprabhu, Panchatattva, Vishnu Priya and others in so many altars. And he gave that you should worship and manage all these things, Jamidari. Then he began to do. Now he established a math in Chaitanya Math. Akar Mathura Chaitanya. And from there he began to preach everywhere. First he called all the Kirtan party of Navdeep, Calcutta and all.
He used to do a naam job for some time, some years.
Before this,
Yeah.
Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur left the world and he came to Godrum Kunja. And there he began to do bhajan. And he discovered Mayapur, that this is the place of
Mahaprabhu's appearance.
Mahaprabhu.
Okay.
And also Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj used to come, and this boy was very much what? Attracted to go to Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. And he told that I will take Harinam and Diksha from this only Babaji. Babaji, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur told, oh, you should initiate. But he refused. He told that I will ask
Go Sundar,
and if he will allow, then
If God Nitai allow, then I will do.
3, 4, 5 days went on. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, what have you? No, I have not. Acha, today you should. Oh, do you want to kill my son? This is not Gaur Kripa. You should.
And an AI can build an entire app in a minute, while the only AI most people over 40 know
Bhaktivinoda Thakur told, oh, you should initiate. But he refused. He told that I will ask
Go Sundar,
and if he will allow, then
If God Nitai allow, then I will do.
3, 4, 5 days went on. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, what have you? No, I have not. Acha, today you should. Oh, do you want to kill my son? This is not Gaur Kripa. You should mercifully initiate. And by this, Srila Saraswati Thakur began to do Chandran Vrat, not taking anything, go grass and so many things. Then he initiated him. And after that he went to Mayapur and began to preach from there. There is Sankirtan Mandal where they are doing Kirtan. And after that he established much in 9 islands gradually. And so many brahmacharis like my Gurudev, Ban Maharaj, what name?
Nanda Sunu.
Nanda Sunu, Nanda Suta. And
Hayagriv.
Madhva Maharaj,
নাম ছিল হয়গ্রীব
Guru Maharaj,
Narahari.
Narahari
Narahari
Prabhu, then Mahananda Prabhu,
পরমহংস মহারাজ
Paramahans Maharaj, all thousands of them. And then he used to give Harinam, then Diksha and Sannyas also. And then they began to preach about whole world. In the last of his days, in Calcutta, he was too sick. He was about to give up his body. So last night, all disciples were there, especially prominent sannyasis, brahmachari, grihastha, bhakta. And then he told, for the preaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his pure teaching, I've given so much
trouble to others. Suffering
trouble
to
to
others.
others. One day they will realize that is not trouble. I did for their own
Benefit,
mangal,
welfare.
Auspiciousness.
One day they will realize. Now you should, in this world, in the
Ashraya.
guidance of
Ashraya Tattva.
Ashraya Tattva, means Saradhika Tattva, Ashraya Tattva. And you should do bhajan of Vishaya Tattva, Krishna. This body is rotten. After some days it will be rotten and give you burial. And this will be what? If fire, then burn to ashes, and not then worms.
So many insects.
So by rotten, even you should offer it to Krishna. And always, don't criticize anyone, any other, and do. This is my
Advice.
So you should all combine together and preach my mission. He told also, Pratyaksha Gyan, Paroksha Gyan, Aparoksha Gyan, Vaikuntha Gyan, and Aprakrit. Pratyaksha, Vishnu. Pratyaksha, Paroksha, Vaikuntha, Swarga and all that. Aparoksha,
Transcendental.
Mukti. তারপরে বৈকুণ্ঠ
ওই অধোক্ষই তারপর অপ্রাকৃত
হ্যাঁ
অধোক্ষজ তারপর অপ্রাকৃত
অধোক্ষজ মানে বৈকুণ্ঠ and then aprakrit মানে Krishna pastimes and Braja. I have come to give you all this aprakrit realization. So you should do bhajan. Suffering may come, but we should not try only to
avoid suffering.
We should know just what is the aim and object of our life and bhajan, and fully
wholeheartedly
we should accept the bhajan of Krishna. And then he was silent. After that he never spoke anything. Then Guru Maharaj managed a rail with so many buggies. Train. And from Calcutta, Sialda, they brought Prabhupada in Mayapur. And Guru Maharaj himself gave his samadhi. The samadhi which we see, it is given by my Guru.
Before he took sannyas, he was chanting 1 crore Nam Jap.
He had begun.
Yes, to chant. And then he took sannyas and he started
keeping the idea of Ramanuj.
Yes.
He took sannyas, Tridanda sannyas. Where he had been?
We're looking
so
for
much
you.
Harikatha we.
Where is Tilak? Then he went to Sachi.
Once some sannyasi, prominent, were revealed money.
They complained?
And told that we will not go to preach revolution and we will not give money to Prabhupada because Prabhupada gives all the money to Kunj Bihari, manager, and he sends it to his house.
To his family.
Then Siddhar Maharaj, Pujyapal Siddhar Maharaj went to Prabhupada and told
this fact
that all combined. They don't want that. They want to give you.
They want to strike.
A strike. Then Prabhupada. आपका भी
तुम्हारा कपाल
पूरे छे.
You want to give me headache?
No, your hair also burned.
Burned?
Oh, your head is burning.
You have no power to think even anything. They have all left their worldly
responsibilities,
their house, their family,
their house and
everything.
mother, everything, worldly asset,
everything. Anyone were not poor.
No.
And here coming
again,
he is managing, and as a salary I am giving, and we are preaching here word. You are not understanding. Then he became same and returned back. So many things.
What to sign?
Oh, Fatima.
Gaur Pranam.
He also brought
Prasad.
Samadhi to Bhakti
Gorkishore.
Kishore Das Maharaj.
He brought.
Yeah.
And he gave him Samadhi also.
Maybe, you know.
Prabhupada.
All of the associates and servants, all those that are connected with Gurudev in any way, Ki Jai. The great Srimati Sharmalan Devi who is continuing Gurudev's mission. Ki Jai.
I know. There he goes.
Okay, Hare Krishna, here we are, having just gotten the mercy of Srila Gurudev's association in what city, Vasanti? What city, Vasanti? This is in Hawaii. As I mentioned, at the end of his Harikatha festivals, he would spend some time privately speaking with his associates, speaking about a particular appearance or disappearance day that was happening then. So, if I can have a songbook, but I want to review what we just heard and ask you if you can all contribute something. We need another mic that we can pass around. We have a lot of mics. So maybe something of his exposition wasn't clear, or you want an elaboration, or you can offer to just repeat, because the nature of Kali Yuga is short memory. So who can remind us all, if you all can contribute something that he said?
I have a clarification. Did Gurudev say that that Big Prabhupada, he established mats at all 9 islands on Navadvip?
Yes, he said that Srila Prabhupada established mutts on all of the 9 islands, and you can go there and see any of his mutts. I think he established 64 mutts in India. Anything else? Any repeating of something?
A lot of disciples were upset because they were thinking we're preaching and getting these donations. They give it to Srila Prabhupada, and then Prabhupada gives it to Kunja Bihari Prabhu, who then sends it to his family. And then Srila Prabhupada,
You're supposed to be on.
So then Srila Prabhupada said, oh, your
Head.
head burning. Meaning, like, in terms of thinking about management, Kunja Bihari Prabhu came from a very wealthy family.
What did you comment about the head burning?
Yeah, what was he mean by like
Is your head burnt? You can't think? You don't have a brain? It's burnt?
So he left everything to come to the mat. And he did so much for the mat. So to give him some.
If you go like that, we can't really hear you.
So I think he really didn't. I feel like he didn't.
We have so many mics, Gadagraja. Where are they all?
He's left everything, so to give him a little bit of money to send back to his family.
And because he's managing what's happening, because Kunja Bihari is managing, he could have been home, but instead he's managing here, giving all of his time, and I'm giving him a little salary, so that what? So that you can all preach all over India and be carefree about that. Good. Any other remembrance?
Remember anything? Me and memory don't get along. Memory's not my strong point. I think the biggest impression I got with Buddhism.
Closer.
The biggest impression I got with this particular thing that you're asking for, this particular darshan, is that for me, there's some other things that I've heard about Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati from Gurudev that were touched in this. And one of the things that he used to emphasize during his Harikatha when he would speak about Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada was that there was some bhav, very high bhav that he had as he was preparing to depart from this world. And one of the bhav that he had, that I'll get to in a second, Gurudev didn't mention it in here, but it stimulated also a bhav that Srila Prabhupada in one sense had, as he also was speaking with Gurudev when he was being made to this world. And that is that Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said that he had spent a lot of time cutting jungles of misconception. And there's a mention, especially in Sri Bhaktivedanta Kesha Goswami Maharaj's biography of the Apasiddhantas, and that is in this pranam, in pranam mantras to him, where Apasiddhanta Dantahadane, that the idea of a disciple or another particular line of people that are worshiping Radha and Krishna, but they may not be worshiping Radha and Krishna under the same mood of our six Goswamis and of Srimad Mahaprabhu has authorized within the Shikshastika and within his teachings and within his example. And there's, what is it, something Nagari, Saki Beki, this and that. But near the earlier, as this departure, Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Gurudev uses that he had kind of a feeling of, I don't want to use the mundane word, but kind of a feeling of lamentation. His lamentation is actually Prabhupada. It's more about his brain. So you can't actually use that word lamentation because it has a connotation of negativity. It's actually lamentation of great love. Because he wanted to describe the Nam, Rup, Guna, and Lila on the deepest level. He wanted to describe the Radha Krishna Yugala, the Kunja Dasam. He wanted to describe so many of these things. But he saw that the audience did not have the adhikar to be able to hear them because they were influenced.
Can you use all English words? There are new people here. Like you don't have to say adhikar.
Those are the words that come to my mind. I'm sorry. I'll try my best. Yes, ma'am. So the eligibility to where is she? Where is that blue girl? She's gone?
She's right here.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
There you are. Oh, yes.
Haribol.
So eligibility, adhikar means eligibility. So that they didn't have the depth of worship to be able to worship Radha and Krishna properly. And so many people would say, oh, I'm Radharani, or I'm Chitrasaki, or I'm Namasaki. Right? They would say that, oh, my perfected form is a form that is already taken, or even a direct bodily expansion. So, of course, to preserve the truth, it's not about philosophy, it's just the truth of the existence that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had to do a lot of what he called cutting the jungles of misconception. So in the same way, if we hear Srila Prabhupada's our Prabhupada, if you hear our Prabhupada's very early lectures that are on tape, you'll see that actually he started out very high, speaking of Radha Krishna and Jewel and everything like that. And then gradually he saw that us Westerners were not actually able, and she was there, were not able to digest. I saw one video of Srila Prabhupada where they were performed a play in Golden Gate Park, and they had Radha and Krishna frolicking through the forest and stuff like this. And then gradually, you see, after Prabhupada began also cutting the jungles of misconception, and in his Pranam mantra we see that he's talking about Sunyavad in his Pranam mantra. And so, in the same way, as Srila Prabhupada was leaving, Srila Prabhupada, our Srila Prabhupada, began to inquire the Gurudev about Jhansi and about his disciples, and he began inquiring like that. And Srila Narayana Maharaj, he says, well, now all the jungle cutting that you've done is all very good, everything that you've done, you're very established, and now you can go very, very deep into who you are, what you know, like this. So a lot of times when we hear Srila Gurudev speak of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, there's different, in that particular time period, there's 64 Gaudiya Maths, but then so many left. We see that history repeats itself. And so this is what I'm going to say. We're seeing the same thing that happened now, and the same thing can happen. We're very fortunate for, again, we're fortunate to be in this place where we have someone that is simultaneously doing both, simultaneously cutting jungles and also giving us some very nice raskatha as well. And part of that raskatha will be eternally. These pictures don't have to cut jungles because these pictures are the windows by which the jungles are automatically cut. But we also are being taught how to explain these pictures and how to explain these windows. So we see that there is a great hope with the disciples here to maybe stop that cycle, or at least hold it off a little bit by the mercy of a particular person that's sitting in front of us. And as I know, I've seen how Gurudev has actually given that to her. So this is my duty. It's on Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's day. And I have to say one more thing. The audiobook that I produced is actually done after 40 years of deep meditation and stuff. Was actually done in the service of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur to give a further clarification of what Jayati Varnakram Dharma within the individualist way. So again, in my particular field, there's these jungles about this martial arts that are actually very, very dangerous, and the whole world is following. So on this day,
bhakti and being a disciple of Srila Babaji, who didn't accept any other disciples, right? So he was a very rare person with the most rare pursuit and gave the most rare jewels.
Good, thank you. Any other remembrances?
I'm recalling Srila Gurudev's retelling of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada's desire to take shelter of Srila Gaurikishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Even though, of course, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was so qualified to take that position, people would say he's his father. But once he had some association with Srila Gaurikishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he desired to take his shelter. So actually, Bhaktivinoda Thakur approached Srila Gaurikishore Das Babaji to express this desire, but Babaji was very removed.
What did he say?
Srila Gaurikishore Das Babaji Maharaj.
What did he say when he was asked?
Yeah, he said, well, he said that he didn't want to accept him, but that he would ask Lord Chaitanya when he saw him. I'm remembering that, unfortunately, I can't remember if it was Srila Prabhupada or Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur had approached him a few days later and asked, well, what did he say? Or did you see him? He said, I saw him, but I forgot to ask. I'm also recalling in this regard that Srila Prabhupada was his heart was very melted by Srila Gaurikishore Das Babaji, this interaction with him, because Prabhupada was seen as such a learned, exalted personality. And even so many people wanted to take shelter of him, yet he wanted to get Srila Gaurikishore Das Babaji Maharaj shelter, and he was so fixed.
So why did you mention that? Because Srila Gaurikishore Das Babaji Maharaj was, don't do that, was illiterate, couldn't even write his name. So that's the amazing thing, because he realized that that's not important, the realization is important. Any other? Haridas has a remembrance.
I remember hearing from Srila Gurudev how Srila, similar at the birth ceremony, how Lord Jagannath, the Rathi Yatra was passing by a few months later, and the cart completely stopped in front of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's house. Wouldn't move, elephants, strong men, nothing could move it. But then when he took Srila Prabhupada, Srila Saraswati, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada out, and the garland fell on him, then Lord Jagannath's cart could move. I heard something, this is a question now, I heard something about the grain giving ceremony, which is a tradition when the baby is a certain age, they get their first grains. It sounded like it was like from Jagannath, but I didn't catch it.
Okay, good that you brought that up. So Haridas Prabhu mentioned that when the cart stopped, I mean, how could Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur dare to bring his son up on a cart? Nobody's allowed to go on the cart. But because he was the not only the district magistrate, but he was in charge of the Jagannath temple, so he was allowed to bring his son. So the garland fell, and the pujari gave the garland to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who put on his neck. And then, because he was 6 months old at that time, that's when you're supposed to take your first grains. And so Jagannath was offered sweet rice. That's what the baby takes at first. And then the remnants of that was given to the baby. So that's why, for some reason, Gurudev said, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur didn't name his son just when he was born, but he waited till this time because he could see that his son got the mercy of Lord Jagannath. And the power of Lord Jagannath, as the power of Krishna is Radharani, the power of Lord Jagannath, or the complete sum total of all the queens of Krishna and Dwarka, is called Bimala. And so at that time he named his son Bimala Prasad, because he came by the mercy of Bimala. And then the cart went. Anything else? Anybody else remember anything else? You have to go to cook. Even as a little boy, he used to follow Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, his father, wherever he went to preach, in any university or home. Do you both have to go? Or can somebody come in a little while? And so he used to carry his books, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's books, on his head, like Ujjala Nilamani and many other pretty high scriptures, actually. And then when Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was not able, if he wasn't well, then his son would give the lectures. So after lecture after lecture after lecture, people started to stop coming, and they actually became opposed because his preaching was so strongly against, as Shivananda Prabhu so aptly reminded us, his preaching was against most of the people who were in the audience, the Sahajiyas, who took things very cheaply, that I am Radharani, or whatever strange philosophy they had. And he would speak very strongly about the philosophy of we're not the body, and we're part and parcel of Krishna. And he destroyed all their arguments about taking things cheaply, the philosophy, and jumping up to Gopi Bhav when we're not qualified. So that was something I remembered Gurudev said. Do you remember anything? Sumukhi? Try to remember in the future. You can have notes. Anyone can take notes. And then just recall from that. You remember anything? That was a question. Okay. Nico, do you remember anything?
Yeah, I was very interested.
Can you take a mic first?
Hare Krishna. This was described a bit earlier by Tul. He discussed the appearance of the Kantimala and the tilak and the thread, which I found very fascinating. I was wondering if the significance of that beyond just the auspiciousness, and if that's common for any other appearances of exalted Vaishnavas or personalities.
Okay, so are you asking about the signs, the chinna? Chinna means a mark. It's not that the tilak was there or the sacred thread, but a mark of it. Right, and also Gurudev pointed to all the different parts of his body where we have tilak, the 12 parts. And he had all that. And so, no, it doesn't happen. That's what was so amazing about it. And his mother saw them, and being a pure devotee, she understood the rarity and showed the baby to her husband, who said, this shows that the baby is not of this world, but he's a pure Vaishnava. So that was the significance, that even before getting the actual thread, he had the sign of a thread. Because Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur had been praying before the baby was conceived, praying for a ray array of Vishnu. Means, Krishna, please send me somebody. Our Prabhupada used interesting words. Please send me somebody from your own stock. Means, you remember that. Means one of your associates. And so then he realized that this was the associate that Krishna had sent.
I remember hearing that after his initiation, Srila Prabhupada went to Navadvip to go to all the holy places. Where was he residing before that?
Well, his father, she's asking, where did he reside before? Navadvip or Mayapur? I thought he said Mayapur. Did he say Navadvip? Remember. Okay. What? So Vasanti is offering that he went to Godruma Dweep, one of the 9 islands, and that's where he chanted his millions of rounds for years to become qualified to be Mahaprabhu's representative. And he prayed for the ability to preach. He thought, how can I preach now? I have no ability. So I have no men, I have no money. So Lord Chaitanya said, I will send you men and money, which he did. He sent the cream, in Gurudev's words, the cream of society for him to give brahmachari and sannyas to. Before that, his father was traveling everywhere, all over India. So now, you're asking where he went after Mayapur? I don't remember that. Sorry.
And then I have another question. Who is Srila Prabhupada in the spiritual world?
So she's asking who is Srila Prabhupada, which actually I'm so glad you asked that, because I was waiting for the opportunity to discuss his pranam mantra, because everything is there in the pranam mantra. All right, so Nama Om. Gurudev touched it a drop, but he quickly got off it and went to his early pastimes. Nama Om. Nama. Nama means, it means I give obeisances. That's the external meaning, but more deeply, Nama, I'm rejecting all of my previous conceptions of who I am and what I need to be attached to, and I'm offering everything to you. To who? Vishnu Padaya means that he's the representative of the lotus feet, Padaya, Vishnu Padaya, the representative of Vishnu. But which Vishnu? Krishna, the original Vishnu, the source of all Vishnu Tattva, who is Krishna Prastaya, who is very dear to Krishna, Krishna Prastha, dear one of Krishna in this world, Bhutali. Then Srimate Bhaktisiddhanta, that means he is the embodiment of the conclusion. Siddhanta means conclusive truths. And the goal, the end, anta, of all conclusive truths is bhakti. So he is the embodiment of that. Just as all incarnations, all living entities, everything, all universes, is within Krishna. So all of the acharyas since the beginning, Brahma, Narada, Madhva, Vyasadeva, all the way down to more present times. He is the embodiment of that. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, Swati and then Iti, thus named. So Saraswati, there's two Saraswatis. There's Divya Saraswati and Saraswati of this material world. So both of them are within him. And Divya Saraswati is Srimati Radhika herself. Transcendental knowledge personified. So all the scriptures from the beginning of time, coming down to Srila Vyasadeva. Of course, before Vyasadeva, it was all spoken, the disciplic succession, but then he had it written down. And then all the knowledge of all the acharyas and all the books, all the scriptures are embodied in him. So his mercy includes everybody else's mercy. If we have his mercy, we have Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur's mercy. By etiquette, we pray up the line, but his mercy includes everybody's mercy. And Namane means so named. Then Sri Barsha Barnabi Devi Dayataya. Sri, short for Srimati Radhika. Sri means opulence. She's the embodiment of Krishna's Sri, or opulence. When we say Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Lord said, Sri means her, because she is the embodiment of all of Krishna's opulences. And Barshabanavi means Vrishabhanu Maharaj is her father. And Barshabhanavi is the daughter of King Vrishabhanu. And Dvaita means her beloved. So he's the das of her beloved Krishna. So his name, you were asking about his name, as the das of the beloved of Radha and Krishna. In that realm, he is Nayana Mani Manjari. Nayana means eyes, and Mani means the jewel. The jewel in the eyes of Srimati Radhika is Nayana Mani Manjari. So Radharani has eyes, and she has a glance with the jewel of her eyes. She glances in her pastimes at Krishna and the pastimes. And then with the same eyes, she's glancing at the material world to give her mercy. We pray Kripa Kataksha. What's that line? Kada Karisyasi Hamam Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam. Please give me your sidelong glance. Because that sidelong glance was looking at Krishna and all the associates during the pastime, and then they turn towards the world. So we want that glance on us. So he's that glance, that eye. All of our acharyas, who are gopis in their Krishna Leela pastimes are all, I once asked Gurudev, what does it mean that all the manjaris are the personification of love? I was quoting Gurudev and I said, what does that mean? So he said, they're all aspects of Radharani's love, all parts and parcels of Radharani's love. Like Rati Manjari is a manifestation of Radharani's Rati for Krishna, or her attachment for Krishna. And Rupa Manjari is a manifestation of her Rup, or her beauty. So in that way, all the Manjaris, as all the Sakis, her gopi friends, are all embodiments of her various moods. So all the Manjaris are aspects of her love. Yeah.
A lot of times,
Loud.
this is actually one of my questions from me. I may pretend I know the answer, but I want to hear from you. A lot of times when we hear, for example, under the guidance of Rupa Manjari, when we hear about the Manjari, we hear the visualization comes that there's a single gopi, let's say Rupa Manjari, and then there's a single us, that we're there, and it's just her and I, and this visualization comes. I'm there with Rupa Manjari, it's just me and her, and we're serving. We even say that about the Krishna Paramore, which he says, I'm going to do this, and Lalita and Vishaka are going to be right here. Could you explain how a gazillion, trillion people are having that experience? How is it? Could you readjust? Could you readjust? The visualization is there, and it's a beautiful visualization. But it kind of seems like you need something else to say, wait a minute, there's a gazillion people in the material realm alone, and there's another quadrillion people in the spiritual realm, but how is it that this is possible?
Did everybody understand his question? Just like when Krishna is taking lunch with his cowherd friends, there are many, like millions of lines, circles rather, and the cowherd boys go back and back, but each one of them is thinking that I'm sitting right in front of Krishna and we're exchanging our lunch together. So how is that possible? How is it possible that Krishna has his father has 900,000 cows. Radharani's father has 1,100,000 cows. And there are millions of cowherd boys. And they each have hundreds of thousands of cows. And they all fit in a place. And Krishna can play on the flute and call the names of the various cows. And they're all hearing him. Even those who seem would be miles away. So this is the inconceivable. Our Srila Prabhupada said, if God does not have some inconceivable things, then what is the meaning of his being God? Krishna's form is unlimited, and yet it has a medium-sized shape. And he has unlimited forms, and each of their forms is unlimited. And Gadagaraja Prabhu probably knows my next sentence. You would imagine that one unlimited form would take up all the space, and there's no room for any other unlimited form. So this is the nature of God.
Is this Yoga Maya?
What is what Yoga Maya?
You know, although it is the nature of God, is it the Yoga Maya that actually is performing the necessary situation by which that is happening? By which?
This material world is controlled by Mahamaya, which is an aspect of a shadow of Yogamaya. And by Krishna's will, because she's not God, she doesn't pop up independently. By Krishna's will, by Krishna's desire, she's there. Or you could say she is an expansion of Srimati Radhika. You can look at many things from different angles. You can say she's coming from Krishna, you can say she's coming from Srimati Radhika. So yes, everything is arranged by Yogamaya, by the will of Krishna. Does that answer your question?
Well, then I have one more that's a corollary question of that. Not to put you on the spot.
No, I just want to keep to the subject.
It's the same.
The subject of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta.
So now we have Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. We have Srila Guru. Let's say those same, Guru, real Guru. And but at the same time, look, we're looking at Guru here. Can you explain how it is simultaneously there and yet we're looking at Guru here?
What's simultaneously there?
Guru, if you say, which we is understood, that we accept this, it is the sideline branch of Srimati Radhika. But yet Guru is here. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is manifest in front of hundreds of thousands of people.
Good.
How is that?
In Los Angeles, the Santi knows this instant, Gurudev said, I was asked a question that I was never asked before, and I gave an answer that I had never gave before. And they asked, where is Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur now? And he said, so my answer was, he's in every atom. As Krishna is in every atom, performing his pastimes, so all of his associates are there with him wherever he is. So he can also be here at the same time. It's all inconceivable. Sri Guru is also inconceivable. So let's proceed. So Sri Barshabhanabi Devi, that's Radharani, Doi Taya, he's very dear to Sri Barshabhanabi Devi. And he's Kripab Doi. Kripab Doi means, Kripa means mercy, and Abdoi is a name for the ocean. He's an ocean of mercy. Krishna Sambandha Bhigyanam means that he gives not only Madhurya Ras, he gives all four rasas: friendship, parental, servant and master. He gives realization of all of those. And within all of those, he especially came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's representative to give Madhurya Ras, which we'll talk about in the next verse. So Krishna Sambandha Bhigyanam, not only Jnanam, not only knowledge, but Bhigyanam, realization. Because everything, all other rasas are included within Madhurya Ras or amorous love, just as all the other elements are included within earth. Earth has water, fire, ether, and air. So similarly, within Madhurya Ras, all the other rasas are there. So he gives realization, not only theoretical knowledge. And then Mardur Jojvala Prema Adya. Adya means enriched with prem. So prem let me see. He gives, it depends on the grammar. He gives premadya, enriched with madhurya ujjala prem, which means gopi bhav, and more so, he gives realization of manjari bhav. It says here, you deliver rupa nuga bhakti, which is enriched with ujjala madhurya prem. So that's what rupa nuga bhakti is. The followers of Rupa Goswami and Rupa Manjari. And that is made of ujjala madhurya prem, Sri Bhakti, what comes next? Madhur Jojala Pramaja, Sri Rupanuga Bhakti Da, Sri Rupanuga Bhakti Da. No, I'm thinking of the other verse. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the second line. Samarpayitam unat ujjala rasam swabhakti sriyam. The sriyam, or the treasure, the beauty of swabhakti, means Radharani's bhakti. So that bhakti, sriyam, is this Rupanuga Bhakti Madhur Jojala Premadya, Sri Rupanuga Bhakti Da. Da means giving. He gives Rupanuga Bhakti, which is enriched with Madhurja Ujjala Rasa, or that Parakiya Rasa of the gopis. But a special section of that called Manjari Bhav. I know these are a lot of high words. Are you understanding any of this, Gyanadas? Are you studying every day? Okay. Then, Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti. Gaura Karuna Shakti. Vigrahaya. That means he's the embodiment of Lord Chaitanya, Sri Gaur. Can you stand up? Karuna Shakti, Lord Chaitanya's mercy potency. He's the embodiment of that. And then the last verse, Namaste Gaudavani, Sri Mortaye. Before it said Vigrahaya, means he's the embodiment of, and here it says Sri Mortaye, which means the form of, same thing. The form of Gauravani. He's the embodiment of the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he's also Dina Tarane, which means he's the deliverer of all the most fallen souls. And then this is a very important last line of his pranam mantra. Rupanuga Viruddha Apasiddhanta. That means, Apasiddhanta means what's against the proper conclusive truths of Rupanuga Bhakti, of what Rupa Goswami came to teach. So, and Viruddha also means opposed. Viruddha, Bhaktisiddhanta. Those misconceptions which are opposed to the precepts that have been taught by Rupa Goswami. What does he do with it? Dvanta Hadane, he destroys all those misconceptions. You deliver the fallen, Dinatarane, and you remove the darkness of the philosophical misconceptions. Hadane means remove. Dvanta, he removes the darkness, Viruddha Bhaktisiddhanta, of the precepts that are the misconceptions of which are the precepts opposed to the teachings of Srila Rupa Goswami. And that, we go back to his childhood or youthhood when he was giving those lectures, and less people came every night. Once, one of his disciples, Sri Rup Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, he was speaking very strongly. There was Srila Bhakti Doit Madhav Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, and Srila Bhakti Sri Rup Siddhanti Maharaj all went to a particular city to give lectures, and the hall was packed. And Sri Rup Siddhanti was the speaker of the first night, and everyone was yelling and leaving. And they went to the organizer and said, let's stop this thing right now. And then the other two said, don't worry, we'll speak from now on. But then they sent...
Were they mostly speaking against like sahaja things, or why were
Speaking of everything that's Rupanuga Viruddha Siddhanta. So he was speaking in a very bold way with very strong language. So then they sent a fax. Oh, that was another time with Nemi Maharaj. They sent a fax to Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the guru of them all, and was complaining that everyone is becoming against us. He said, I will personally go there and prove that he's right. Then the hall was packed again to hear him, and he proved that he was right. The time with Sri Padmata Maharaj and Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, they promised that they would speak the following nights. And then Srila Sridhar Maharaj said, you can criticize our language, but you can't criticize what we're saying. If you want to criticize, you can criticize Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because this is his philosophy. So in a softer language, but the same arguments. Srila Sridhar Maharaj proved that Sri Rupa Siddhanti Maharaj was absolutely right. And then the people wanted to add to the number of days that they were going to hold their festival. Any questions?
Yes. Mic check. Hello. Haribol. Okay. So I heard you say the words Om and Namaste, and I can't stop thinking about how Westerners are really fixated on those two phrases. And I did yoga for a while. They always go Namaste. So I'd like to know the meaning and like why you think that is.
Why what is?
Why Westerners are fixated on Om and Namaste.
Mostly, I can't speak for all Westerners, but mostly it's their conception of Om, and they take Namaste as a respectable greeting. But in this context, Namaste means I'm offering not only my obeisance to you, but myself to you. Nama, namaha. I'm giving up my previous conception of who I am, what I'm worshiping, and I'm turning all that to you. And Om, depending on how you look at it, Srila Prabhupada said Om is this much of Krishna, because he was speaking to impersonalists who took the Om as that way, an impersonal God, or an impersonal but transcendental vibration. And then looking at Om in another way, Ma is Radha and Krishna and the living entity in their transcendental service.
So not what they think it is. It means something different.
It depends what they mean. And that's why Prabhupada said it's that much of Krishna. He said, in Om, I don't see any beautiful form. But in Krishna, I see so much beautiful form and pastimes. But if we take Om to mean Radha and Krishna and their eternal associates, then it has another meaning. Okay, we're going to end here unless there are urgent crying questions. Okay. Means what? Very short. Hmm?
Could you just go just one more step further, and could you, in your glorification of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, could you explain just a little bit of the difference between, for example, we may go to India and we may see Radha and Krishna, and we may see so many people even chanting Hare Krishna, but they're not in the Saraswati line. So could you kind of like really briefly explain how we can still respect them and how we can kind of like justify the fact that Radha and Krishna's name is being chanted, Hare Krishna mantra is being chanted, but it may not be connected to the Saraswati line, and how the Gaudiya Saraswati line from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta is like a kind of a reinvigoration of something. Could you kind of like touch on that just a little bit more?
Well, I can do it very short now, which is, everybody understood the question? There are so many devotees of Radha and Krishna not coming in the line of Saraswati Thakur. How do we respect them? So in the first verse of Manushiksha, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami says, "O mind, please have like unprecedented, great love for the residents of Vrindavan and all the other holy places like Navadvip and Puri, and also the places themselves, and also for the brahmanas who may be worshipping Krishna, but also are worshipping other demigods even, or are worshipping in a different way. And then also respect, not to have the same unprecedented attachment, but to respect them. And then the acharyas or those devotees who are in the four sampradayas, following, if they're actually following Nimbaditya, Vishnu Swami, Madhvacharya, because they're all bona fide lines, and according to the relationship that one has, somebody may have a Vaikuntha relationship with Krishna, so he'll be in a Ramanuja Sampradaya. But then there's just completely concocted ones. But we respect them because they're even though the philosophy may be somewhat offensive or bogus, or what they're singing, Prabhupada said, Prabhupada and Gurudev said that mantra, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, what is it? I forgot it.
I'm thinking of like the Nitai Gaur Radha Shyam.
Oh, Nitai Gaur Radhe Shyam, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, which is an unbonafide chant. But still, the devotees, not knowing that, may be very sincere from many, many lives. But that's what they know now. So we can respect any devotees of Radha and Krishna, even if it's not the proper line. Or even if there's some concoction going on in the philosophy. I don't want to name the concocted philosophies.
So does that, in Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary on the Bhagavad Gita, he says when that happens, especially like directed to demigod, he says that the prayers actually go to Radha and Krishna, but the person making the prayer doesn't. Is that the same idea? They're worshiping Radha and Krishna are receiving the prayers, but because the pathway is not clear, they won't actually go to Radha and Krishna. That's what Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti.
Well, can you quote that and we'll talk about it more this evening? Because this evening, okay, this evening we will meet at 6? 6? Bhajans at 6? And then we'll continue with more glorification. If anybody wants to prepare something, then you're welcome to. Okay. Gaur Premanandi. Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai. Tadiya Tirabhav Titi Mahamahotsav Ki Jai. Mahamahotsav Ki Jai. Mahamahotsav Ki Jai. There's so many things to talk about him. I just want to close with a commercial, which is there is a website called Unconventional Teachers. There was some blasphemous statements against Gurudev in the form of against his Gita Govinda. And that particular CD or whatever it was, sound file, said that Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur would never have approved of going that high in writing books. In translating books. And their CD or whatever you call it these days was called Universal Teachers. And so a website was created by Gurudev's disciples under Gurudev's very strong order to counteract that. And so that website, with many sub-articles in it and statements by Srila Prabhupada, is called Unconventional Teachers. Is that website still up? It's a very important read. Gurudev was very upset. Not personally, but the tattva. Okay, Gaur Premanandi.